What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and to another video on the Golf. So yeah, I apologise, there's not been a video out for a couple of weeks. What I've been doing on the car has been sort of finishing little pieces off. If you've been following the build's progress for a while, you'll see that I've been focusing on getting panels on rather than getting panels on and completely finishing them. So I'm either tacking them on or welding them on, and then not worrying about grinding them and cleaning them back. We just chuck a bit of primer over the weld, leave it. Or if there's like holes, there's holes in the inner arches and things like that, I've not bothered sorting them out for whatever reason, really. But I'm decided I'm gonna go back, try and finish off a load of pieces, just to try and, yes, catch up so I'm not got loads to do at the end. First thing I need to do though is have a look at repairing the inner arch, and then we need to get the rear beam mount on the driver's side and then start looking at getting these chassis rails on. So there's no point in talking anymore, let's get on with it. There we go then. Lower part of the rear arch has all been rebuilt and is now back to being solid metal. We've got the rear beam mount mounted back in place, and we've also got the chassis rails on. I did have to cut the jacking point and the towing eye off the original chassis leg clean them up and weld them back onto this chassis leg before it went onto the car. Reason being, weld through the thin metal onto the thicker metal gives you a better weld. I think it seems to work better anyway, so that's why I've done that way. We're really starting to make some good progress on this now. Both rear beam mounts reinstated, the chassis rails on. It's starting to look like the rear end of a Golf again. The amount of work involved in getting this rear end back to this point is massive. What I thought a case of, let's just cut the rear chassis rails off, weld some new ones in, turned into, we've got to repair the inner arch, we need to repair the boot floor, but we can't repair the boot floor until we repair the rear panel. Anything on a car like this, that little job you think it's going to be snowballs into a much bigger job. The amount of hours and time that is in this rear end is massive. I've spent so many long days and late nights without any lunch grafting away on this, which leads me onto today's video sponsor, Y-Food. Y-Food is a meal replacement drink, not to be confused with a diet drink or a protein shake. Y-Food contains micro and macronutrients including 26 vitamins and minerals. It's lactose-free, gluten-free, rich in fibre and contains no added sugar or preservatives, so it's perfect for an on-the-go lifestyle. One 500ml bottle contains 25% of your daily energy and nutrient requirements, leaving you full for up to 5 hours. Y-Food comes in 5 great tasting flavours: smooth vanilla, alpine chocolate, crazy coconut, cold brew coffee and happy banana. My favourite, smooth vanilla. Y-Food's great, and I keep a few at hand in the workshop for those days where I just don't have time for lunch to help keep that hangry temper at bay. Use the code CHAMBERS10 at the checkout to get 10% off your order. A massive thank you to Y-Food for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to it. So obviously 2 holes that were in there for the roll cage are gone, and then this side, obviously those holes were in there and there was a bit of rust issues around here. Now yes, there is a hole there in the seat base still, but I'm going to do that when we get this climbing frame out, just to make life easier getting in it and whatever. I've still got to put this panel on, same as the other side as well, but again, I'm going to do that when that comes out because it will just make life easier. Next thing to do then is going to be get this outer arch on. Now it's all prepped and done and cut and ready to go on. I've primed the back of it. It is ready to go. Now, if you've not seen the other video, I'll put a link in the description to the other side because I explain it obviously in a lot more detail on that side. I'm not doing it all again because it's just covering ground that's already been covered. But quickly, I'm doing it here and putting it here because this black line here is where the plastic arch goes. I've been asked by quite a few people why I'm doing it here and not putting more of the replacement panel in. It was only the edge of the arch that had gone, so it doesn't all need replacing. Now, if you can see this black line here, that goes all the way around, and that line is where the plastic arch goes and what it will cover. So I wanted to put all of the weld underneath, or the join underneath that plastic trim, just to help stop the possibility of seeing any weld joins or anything like that. Right, no more chatting. Let's get this bit welded on. And there we have that, guys. Another massive milestone is reached. We've got an outer arch on the driver's side of the car, all tied into the sill, all tied into the rear panel, and obviously all tied into the rear quarter. I'm so happy that that is on. I really do. I know I've said it a few times through it now, but I do really feel like we're making some good progress on this now. There's less holes and less rust in it than there was before, which is always good. A massive thank you as ever to Heritage Parts Centre for supplying all the panels and parts for the rebuild and restoration of this Mk1 Golf GTI. I put a link in the description to their website, and in this specific episode, a link to that rear outer arch. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one. Now I'm splitting my time between the Golf and the Caddy. I'm enjoying working on the Golf so much more. I wouldn't have said it before, it felt like it was too much, but yeah, working on it every single day, 5-6 days a week, it was a little bit too much. Now I'm splitting my time, I'm feeling a hell of a lot more positive. Things like getting that arch on really help as well. So if you don't already, do please consider clicking that subscribe button, press that little bell to get a notification of when we post a new video. Drop the video a like and give us a little comment as well. Let us know what you're thinking about the progress on the Golf. So that's it, another one in the bag. Thank you all so much for watching. I do really, really appreciate it. Until next time, guys, enjoy.